Rambabu, I think I'm unable to hear Rambabu, or Rambabu is unable to hear me. Hello, Rambabu. Just hold on. I'll be on mute. Hello, Amlan, can you hear me? Hello, is it audible now? Rajesh? Hello, Rajesh, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, can you tell me about yourself quickly? Your qualification, your experience, where are you located?
Yeah, I'm from Chennai. I have 6 years of experience in IT industry. I'm working as a Java developer.
Okay. Where are you located?
Chennai.
Sorry?
Chennai.
Chennai. Okay. Good. Okay. Please be on mute.
Yeah,
Next,
sure.
Rambabu, can you hear me? Hello, Rambabu, can you hear me? Amlan, can you hear me? Hello, Amlan, can you hear me? Unmute yourself, Amlan. I'm seeing that you are on mute.
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Can you tell me about yourself, your qualification, your experience, on where are you located?
Sir, I have 4 years of experience in Java background, and right now I am in Bangalore, working in MNC.
Okay, good. Please be on mute. If you have any
Okay,
question, you can unmute and you can ask your question. Otherwise, please be on mute. Thank you.
okay, sir.
Amlan, Rajesh, Sandhya, I spoke. Rambabu, can you hear me? Rambabu, can you please unmute? I'm seeing that you were muted. You are on mute. I think there is some other person waiting for name. Who is this person? In the attendees list, I am seeing waiting for name. Can you please speak out or type in the chat window to me? Okay, you are Aditya. Can you please change your name? Can you right click and change your name as Aditya? Can you hear me, Aditya? Aditya, Aditya, can you hear me? Okay, your voice is not audible. Please change your name, please. In the attendees list, you can change your name so that easy I can see the list of people with names. In the attendees list, it is showing as waiting for name. Right click on it and give your name. Okay, please do that. Next, finally, I have to know about Rambabu status. Rambabu, can you hear me? Ram. Okay, you changed the status as Ram. Ram, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Ram? Please unmute. Okay. Hi, Charan.
Yeah, hi, sir.
You are Charan, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Hi, Charan. Can you tell me about yourself, your qualification, your experience? Where are you from? Which location you are?
Yeah, this is Charan, and I'm from University of Central Missouri. I'm pursuing my master's. I would graduate in on next month. I mean May 2017.
Okay.
I had 6 months of experience in India.
Okay.
Later, I moved for master's over here. And right now,
Which location? Which location? Sorry.
I'm from Missouri in here, Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay, 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 okay,
Um,
okay,
Recently, I learned Java programming language, and right
okay,
now I'm interested to learn Hadoop. Just
okay,
I got a mail that today is a demo class. That's why
okay.
hurriedly I came and I opened mail.
Okay, okay, okay. We're able to start just the first day, right?
Yeah,
Just I want to know all your names and where are you from. That's a little bit introduction. At the same time, we'll start in another very few minutes. We'll start soon,
mhm.
and you can be on mute. Okay, if you have any
Yeah,
question, you can unmute, or otherwise you can type it in the chat.
sure.
Okay. Thank you, Charan. Next, Ram, can you hear me? Ram, can you hear me, please? Hello, Ram. Can you please unmute? I'm unable to hear you, Ram. Can you speak out, please?
Hello, sir.
Yeah,
Hello.
Ram. It is Ram, right?
Yeah, sir. Good morning.
Yeah, yeah. Can you tell me about yourself, your qualification, experience, and your location quickly?
So this is Ram. I'm working in PSU, Public Sector Undertaking Company, Visakhapatnam.
Okay.
Okay, I have completed my BTech in 2012. From that year,
Mm.
I'm working in Visakha Steel Plant Company.
Okay.
So I'm
Okay.
interested to go through software. That's
Okay.
why
Okay.
I want to learn this.
Okay. You are into IT or non-IT?
IT, sir. BTech IT.
Okay. Okay. Which is the technology you are using there? Which technology you are into?
So present I'm working non-IT care.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
This is not a IT sector, sorry. This is a public sector undertaking company. They're a central government company.
Okay. 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 Good. Anyway, please be on mute. Okay. If you have any question, you can unmute always, or you can type in the chat. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So, thank you, Ram. Okay. Next, I talked to Sandhya, Ram, Rajesh, Sharon, Amlan. You can be on mute, Ram. Please be on mute. Next, I'm seeing some other person. I mean, waiting for name. Who is this? And the attendees list.
Hello, sir. This is Aditya. I didn't got option to change the name, so I was wondering
Okay.
where it is.
You can right click and there should be an option, right? Edit your name and mail, something like that.
I didn't got option. Right click is just saying.
Okay, no problem. Okay, but try to change that because there will be many people. For me, it is very difficult to trace, right?
Yeah, sure.
Please do it. Please make yourself comfortable and do it accordingly. Thank you.
Okay.
You can mute.
Thank you.
Yeah. So let's get started. Thank you. It's a first class. It's a demo class. So before that, just I would like to know about all of you, and would like to tell about myself quickly. Okay. Can you please be on mute, Aditya?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Thank you. So Before we start, thank you one and all who try to spare some of your valuable time in attending the demo, I mean Hadoop demo. Okay, I will give a quick introduction. Okay, so that it will be easy for you in understanding. Okay, both of us, I mean, introducing ourselves, it's part and part of our a procedural way. Okay, I'm Sham. My total experience is 18 years. I did my double masters. I did from India. I did MCA and MTech, and I'm doing my PhD in computer science in and databases related to big data and security. I worked in IBM, Bank of America, Citibank, Amerisource-Bejan Corporation, GE, Center of Excellence, likewise in different companies. Now I'm working for one of the top company on this earth in terms of big data architect, especially in terms of Hadoop. Okay. When I was in IBM, I submit my articles and white papers related to my research, for which I was given the best research paper award in the entire IBM Asia Pacific. Seeing that Bank of America people, they literally pulled me from IBM to Bank of America to streamline their IT operations, especially in terms of infrastructure services for databases, in terms of security for corporate banking. Again, in Bank of America, I submitted another article in association with IDRBT, and they have been associated with the Central University, IIT Mumbai, Reserve Bank of India, International Monetary Fund of UNO, and World Bank. So there again, I was given the best paper award with a cash prize of $4,800 of cash prize from top directors of Bank of America. And few years back, I submitted another article for a Canada-based company called Group5O. I did a SWOT analysis for them. What are the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats for their respective ERP products? And last year, November, I submitted another article, a research review paper on wireless hacking techniques, which will affect the security of the cloud systems. Okay, so that was submitted in UK, London, in International Journal Science Press Limited, one of the paper. And the next 1.5 years, I'm planning to submit a couple of papers, research papers, which will help me to get my PhD doctorate. And that's about my research. And when I was doing this research, I used to work on different technologies in various domains as an international speaker, and in the various blogs and forums. I keep posting the things. And last but not the least, I am a chief mentor for MTech, MBA, MCA, BTech, BCA, BBA, MBA students quite some time back, and also an external informal newsletter for MTech students for a couple of universities in India. Okay, and as I told, total is 18 years of experience, total my experiences, and in that past 10.5 years, close to 11 years, I'm giving online training, in various technologies, and the past few years, I'm giving training in big data technologies, especially Hadoop. Okay, this is my quick introduction. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so I believe everyone able to see the screen. Okay, so let me get it started. Okay, so we all know we are talking about the data for quite a long time, maybe 4 to 5 decades before we are talking about the data. First, we should know what is data. before I want to talk about Hadoop, I would like to give you the some ground basic fundamental concepts related to data, which is very, very important. Without that, I don't think that training will last long without having the proper basics in terms of data before going for Hadoop. Okay, especially big data. Okay, we always talk about the data. First, we should know what is data. What is data, right? So I see that it's a collection of raw facts, okay, raw facts and figures. So in this, it may contain meaningful data or there will be no meaning at all, right? I believe you're all able to see the screen, right? Can you please type in the chat to me alone? Or shall I increase the font? Aditya, Amlan, Sharon, Rajesh, Ram, Sandhya. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Great. So everyone is able to see. Thank you. Okay. So data is nothing but collection of facts and figures. What are these facts and figures? So it may contain, meaningful data, or there might be no meaning. What is this, sir? Okay. So before going into deep, I would like to tell there are two categories of data. I can say there are two types of data. Strictly there are three types, but the third one I put it in the first one. What is the first one? Structured data. Structured data. What does it contain? Say we have some nouns like employee number, EMP number, employee name, okay, address of a person, okay, phone number, etc. This kind of data is structured data. What is unstructured data? Okay. There are two types, structured and unstructured. What is unstructured? Here, image of a person, okay, or a tree, or a building, or the audio files, video files, etc. It can be any type. All these are unstructured data. Okay. So here, data is collection of facts and figures, and there are two categories here. We have structured and unstructured data. Okay. So then we should know some other terminology. What is that? Information. Then what is information? We always tend to use, these words interchangeably, data and information. Information means collection of meaningful data. Collection of meaningful data. Okay. So generally, I speak to many people. I talk to many people. So I always see that people, they use these words interchangeably, data and information. they use information for data, and for data they use information. So they use these words interchangeably. Data and information, they are not same, for your information. Data and information, they are not same, because data is an impure form, okay, which contains all the combination of your structured, unstructured, everything. Whereas information, it contains the collection of meaningful data. Meaningful data. Okay. So you understood right now the difference between data and information. They are not same, they are different. Data means it is an impure form of data. Information means it's a purified form of data. Purified data is information, or filtered data, or collection of meaningful data. So then what is meaningful data, sir? Nothing but our structured data. Okay? Because when you utter in a word employee number or employee name, that means you can understand what does those words designate. If I say employee number or EMP number in short form, that means anyone can understand that is a unique number given for every employee who will join a company. Correct? Similarly, you take another word like e-name. E-name means nothing but employee name. That is also a name given to a person for every person. So that name we are recording in the employee records of a company or organization. So if we utter or spell any word, we can understand whether it is a structured form or an unstructured form in general. Okay. So similarly, we have address, phone number. Whereas for unstructured data, the photo of a person, there are no certain dimensions defined, or any image file, or an audio file, or any video file, or these kind of files, XML file, flat files, text files, these are all doesn't have, okay, any proper inputs or any proper way of designating those names. So which they have segregated as unstructured data. I will talk in detail about that maybe in the coming few minutes of our session. Okay. So we understand data, we understand information. Okay. I think someone has. Okay. Okay. Now we understand data, we understand information. Then what is database? What is database? Is there any difference between data and database? Or is there any difference between information and database? What is this? Database, we use all these words very common, right, in our day-to-day life, especially in our computing world, in the IT field, we use these words. Then what is database? It is an, yes, Charan, data which stores is known as database. Good. There is another way we can address this: organized collection of information. Organized collection of information. Okay. Sir, then what is the difference? Information database, it looks same. Yes, it looks same, but there is a difference. What is that? Here we are collecting the meaningful data, or in strictly speaking, a data which is in a proper format or a structured data. Okay. And that structured data is being following a particular nomenclature. A particular system is there which is called an organized collection of information, which we store in a format where it can be used at times as per the need of a person. Okay. Next. Now we understood what is data, what is information, then what is database. Okay. Then there is some other word called DBMS. What is this DBMS? It is an abbreviation or short form, okay, of database management system. Database management system is the short form for DBMS. What is this? It is nothing but a file system which is used to insert, modify and purge or delete the data. Design certain mechanism which is a file system. Yes, Charan, which runs or functions of your queries. Got it? So, having known these concepts, fundamental concepts, data, types of data, information, I can say here semi-structured as well. There's no harm. Like your files, text files or your XML files fall under semi-structured and unstructured data. Okay. We understood data. We understood types of data, information, database and DBMS. Okay. So in 1960s, okay, in 1960s to between 70s, there is a lot of problem, especially in terms of this database management system. Okay. So there are certain disadvantages. Let us see what are those. This is, I'm talking about 1960s, not now. So from there we come to the present age. Okay. So what are the disadvantages they faced during those days, maybe 5 decades back? So the first disadvantages in DBMS we have is performance. Performance was not good, which is impeding their progress. Redundancy. Redundancy means repetition of data or unwanted data. We can call either way. Next is difficulty. Difficulty in null values acceptance. Null values was not properly accepted in DBMS. Especially it's a flat file system like a text file where we cannot do much, okay, in terms of data. Next, security. It is one of the prime concern, and there is no possibility, especially there is no possibility to join the tables. Then what is the table, sir? Why this new word has come? Tables is nothing but, in simple words I can say, your Microsoft Excel. In Microsoft Excel we have different cells, right? Which are rows and columns. So in the similar format the data will be stored. Okay. So at the time there is a problem in joining the tables, which that Excel sheet kind of stuff we call it as table. Table is nothing but a place, in a layman language I'm talking, a place or a store place where we store the data for the purpose of retrieving the data from it, storing the data, and removing the unwanted data. In simple terms, that is the definition given for a table. Okay. So during 1960s, we have these problems, okay, or loopholes, or I can say these are some of the disadvantages, main disadvantages during those days, especially using DBMS, database management system. Okay. So having known these disadvantages or demerits of DBMS, okay, in 1970s, a person called Dr. E.F. Codd, he proposed 12 rules. Okay. So let us see what is these 12 rules, why he proposed, in what way this is related, sir. Yes, quickly I will list out those 12 rules. Okay. Let us understand. These are the fundamentals one should know. I strongly believe in the fundamentals. Okay. First one is information rule. That means data, what does it say? Data should be stored in the form of tables. Okay. Second rule, systematic treatment of null values. What is the third rule? Comprehensive data sub languages. Okay. What does it contain? DDL, DML, DCL, TCL. What is this, sir? Let me abbreviate. DDL stands for data definition language. Next is DML. DML stands for data manipulation language. Next is DCL. Data control language. Okay. Next, TCL. TCL stands for transaction control language. Okay. These are the abbreviations for this. There are certain commands, okay, in each and every, this DDL, DML, DCL, TCL. So all this contains different ways to store the data, insert the data, update the existing data or modify the existing data, delete the unwanted data, and grant some permissions. Okay, creation of some objects in the database like tables creation. Okay, different database objects creation. Okay, and transaction control. Finally, it gives the details about what are the transactions that were being done accordingly. Okay, all these details were being incorporated there. Okay, next, fourth rule is data distribution rule. Data distribution rule. What does this rule says? This rule says distribution of data from multiple systems for multiple users. It is talking about the distributed concepts. Okay. Next, we have high level insert update and delete. We can insert the new data, update or modify the existing data and delete the unwanted data. That is the fifth rule. Sixth rule is data description rule. Nothing but we try to describe the table or columns, etc. Next, what is the next one? Data integrity rule. What is this rule? It says combining tables using joins. If you want to join two tables, we use this concept called joins. Okay, what is the next rule? It says, sorry, the rule is logical independence rule. Logical independence rule. It says the user or client should not get affected, okay, should not get affected changes in the table data locations. Okay, whatever data we make change in the respective table, the end user who is trying to get the information from the database, there should not be any confusion for them. Whatever changes we make in that, okay, that should not get affected the user. Whatever the user requested, they should get that information. Okay. Next is physical independence rule. What is this rule? Physical independence rule. It says changes in the data from one hard disk to other hard disk should not get affected for the user or client. Okay, physical independence rule says that whatever changes we make in the data, okay, maybe physical location changes from one disk, we move the data to other hard disk, but the end user, they should get the data whatever they request. Whether you should not say that the hard disk has been changed, the data is in the old hard disk. It should not say, right? Whenever you request any information, it should give that respective information for the user. That's called physical independence rule. Even though you change the location, there should not be any change in the or process of data, which is very important. Otherwise, there is no point, right? Then the architecture will be same like it was previously. Okay. So that is one of the important rule: physical independence rule, logical independence rule. Okay. What is the next one? Rule of guaranteed access. What is this? This says there should not be any confusion. There should not be any confusion for retrieving the data. Whenever a user requests any information from the database, they should get the data without any issues are concerned, they should get data as if they are directly taking it with their hand. Okay, that's where there should not be any confusion in getting the data. So that should be designed in such a way wherein they should get a smooth transfer of data in and out to the database and from the database to the client or user. Okay, next, view updation rule. So it is nothing but there is a concept called views in database world. So wherein we try to view certain amount of data. Say for example, we have a table which contains columns of 50. Out of that you want to display to user, okay, only 25. Then further, in order to maintain that secrecy or secret, okay, for the respect to data, we can create a view on a table so that only particular set of column details information will be displayed to the user. But the user is not aware. Whenever they try to query the respective view, they get the data information whatever they requested. Okay, but the user doesn't know whether it is a view or a table. It looks similar. The name doesn't matter. Okay, for them. Okay, this is view updation rule. Next is non-subversion rule. What is this non-subversion rule? That means there should be support. There should be support for higher version. There should be support for higher versions. Like say for example, if you take Oracle, okay, Oracle database, it has different versions, right? Quite long back. So it has initial version is, I can say 8i, then afterwards it was moved to 9i, then to 10g, 11g, 12c. So the versions being upgraded, the database version, Oracle database version, just an example here I am showing. Likewise, all these 12 rules were being defined by Dr. E.F. Codd in 1970s to avoid these problems for the existing DBMS. Okay, he did a lot of research in 1970s. He came up with these rules, 12 rules. Okay, then there is a special body called ANSI. I believe everyone knows the abbreviation for ANSI, right? American National Standard Institute. Okay, it is the acronym for ANSI, American National Standard Institute. It is a separate body which will verify or certify a particular product or any other tool which has been discovered during those days until still it exists, this body. Okay, so they said that it's a standard body. Okay, they said that there are a lot of databases during those days. Okay, so they said any database in this world, if it satisfies 6 out of 12 rules. There are 12 rules right here. American National Standard Institute, they said that any database in this world, if it satisfies 6 rules out of 12 rules, then we call it as DBMS. It is RDBMS. Relational. R is relational. Relational database management system. Any database which satisfies 6 rules out of these 12 rules will be called as RDBMS, Relational Database Management System. So what are the 6 rules? The first rule, okay, which is mandatory, it should satisfy, okay. Then next is, that means information rule, data should be stored in the form of tables. Next is systematic treatment of null values. Second one, it should satisfy, that is mandatory. Next one is integrity rule, combining tables using joins. Out of these 6, these 3 rules should be there, must. Okay. Other 3 rules can be any of these remaining 9 rules. But these 3 rules should exist for sure out of these 6. Then we can call it as RDBMS. So what are all the commercial databases? What are all the commercial databases so-called we are talking about today? Okay, like Oracle, SQL Server or SQL Server from Microsoft. Next, DB2 from IBM, Sybase, MySQL. Like this we have many. Informatics. Okay. Informatics. Likewise, we have many. PostgreSQL. Okay. Like this, there are many. So all these are called as RDBMS. Okay. So all these RDBMSs, they are satisfying all these rules, at least minimum 6. So that's the reason all these databases, they are called as RDBMS. So all the problems during those days, whatever they are having, these performance, redundancy, difficulty, null values, security, and a mechanism to join the tables. So all these disadvantages were being addressed in these 12 rules. Okay. There is a good improvement in the performance. Okay. Where the first rule was been, first disadvantage has been satisfied. By applying all these rules, the performance has been improved. Redundancy, unwanted data is being eliminated. Difficulty in null values acceptance, that has also been addressed as systematic treatment of null values. There is an operator called null operator in different databases. And security was given very high priority because security is the prime concern, especially in mission critical applications till date. Okay. Maybe security is always a prime concern everywhere. As data keeps growing, there is always, vulnerabilities of getting, lot of issues. So security is always a prime concern. It happened during those days as well. No possibility to join the tables, but for the existing during those days, there is no way to join tables in this DBMS, so which has been rectified or given a solution with the help of integrity rule. I mean data integrity rule, where they can combine the tables using joins, so that if 2 tables are joined, we can get the respective output as desired for. Okay, all these 12 rules were being incorporated during those days, 1970s. So that's the reason Dr. E.F. Codd, he worked in IBM for some time. Okay, and he proposed and all these rules, and he was called as father of RDBMS. Okay, and because of him, now all these databases were been there. Okay, so we have understood this background for this data. We understood data, types of data, information, okay, database, DBMS, and the respective disadvantages and the respective Codd rules in 1970s. Sir, everything is good. You told all this. So in what way it helps for our big data? Yes, there is a strong background behind. So that's the reason we are discussing all these fundamentals which we used to study in our graduation and post-graduation. Am I right? All in our BTechs or MCAs or MSc computers or BSc computers or MTech, wherever IT is there, this subject is mandatory. Okay, and here all these rules were being proposed, as I said, right? Then they call it as RDBMS. So what are these databases? It's an RDBMS, right? So why the big data has come into picture? That's what the question is. So here, these databases are commercial RDBMS. These are all called commercial databases. Commercial databases. All these commercial databases, whatever we listed, they are called as RDBMS. So these problems were being addressed, which are being disadvantages during 1960s, and they did a lot of research in 70s. They came up with this. Now, what are the problems we have in this? Okay, that's what we like to know. So these databases, they are able to address only structured data. Okay, I can say that 10% or max 15% of structured data were being addressed by these databases. Okay, only 10 to 15% of the problems, I mean, addressing our concerns, and remaining 85%, these databases, they are unable to address. That means they could able to address only structured data, like as I said, it's a noun, right? Employee number, name, address, all these things they could able to address. What about the unstructured data, our images, okay, or your audio files or video files or your text, XML files, text? There are different formats of data is been coming up nowadays, we are seeing. So there is no solution given from these commercial databases, okay, for the unstructured data. Okay, so, or semi-structured data. Still there is a gap of, I can say, 85 to 90% of semi-unstructured data exists. Everywhere it exists. So how to address that? How to address this semi-structured or unstructured data? For that, the concept of big data has come. So what is big data? Remember always, these are very, very, very fundamentals. Without this, I don't think that so-called Hadoop we can discuss. I strongly believe, I always say in my travel in all the international conferences or my blogs or forums, in all my seminars, these are mandatory things. Without this, we cannot talk about big data. Okay, remember, big data is a problem. Okay, so for this problem, Hadoop is the solution. So this 85 to 90% of the data which we have, semi-structured or unstructured data, it should be answered. So quite few years, past few years, there is a lot of research going on across the globe, and even all the government agencies in every country across the globe, they are providing a lot of funds towards the research and development on these big data technologies worldwide, almost every country, because data is piled up everywhere in different forms. So how to address? So still we have 85% or 90% of unstructured data. So which we call it as big data. Why we are calling big? And for this, Hadoop is a solution. Okay. So let's go ahead. This is the background. Now, what is big data? What is big data? I can define in a way so that everyone can able to understand a layman. Layman means a common man. We are calling it as big data, means which is huge. Big means huge data. So we can understand the big data in this way. Large data. Okay. I'm trying to give in the properties, definition in terms of properties, so that you can visualize how it will be. A large data. Next is complex data sets collection. Complex data sets collection. I'm giving simple words. I'm not giving big sentences so that you people can easily understand. Large data, complex data with a group or a collection. So that means it's not one set of data. There are multiple sets of data which is complex, which is difficult. That's what it means. Next, issues, or I can say difficulty to process, with traditional data processing techniques. Okay, difficulty, okay, to process with traditional data processing techniques. So what are the traditional techniques? Especially in terms of databases, we have all these are traditional way of dealing with the data, which is structured data. And there are other ways of dealing of these techniques. We use different programming concepts like to work on these databases from front end. I use JavaScripts or .NET or whatever it might be. Okay. So these traditional way of data processing techniques are not able to address the problem. So I can say big data is in these various ways and form. First, it is a very huge data or large data, and the data is very complex, not single set of data. It has multiple collections of complex data which is huge and difficult to process with the existing techniques that was been there. Is it clear? I believe you people have understood. Big data means it is a large data or huge data which is complex, and that complex is also having multiple sets of collection. Okay, at the same time, which is not possible, or I can say very difficult to process with the existing methods or techniques to do the processing of data, which we call it as big data. Is it clear? So big data we can define in these 3 points so that one can understand. Any questions please till now? Any questions? Aditya, Amlan, Sharon, Rajesh, Ram, Sandhya. Any questions please? Okay. Charan says everything is going good, cool. Okay. Sandhya, no. Amlan, Rajesh, no. Okay. Amlan, you have any question? Amlan, you have, okay. Okay, Ram says no. Okay, good, great. So this is about the groundwork, excuse me, that was being to understand the concept of big data. I have to run through this. From 1960s, we came to 2017. Okay, so this is very important, all of you. So that's the reason just I want to go a little bit back of 5 decades before, I mean 6 decades, 5 decades, whatever it might be. So from there, the data, how it has grown. Now it is, at the time we have MBs, I believe, MBs of data or max GBs, right? Okay. Now we are talking about gigabytes. Anyway, it is there. Tera. MBs of data has been generating worldwide in different mechanisms. Okay. So I would like to see what are the from where we are getting data and how it is being increasing. Okay, so this is different ways where we are getting data. I will give just an outline of it. We are getting data for every 1 minute. We are getting data from the following. Okay. Hi Venkat Sai. Welcome to the session. Hello Venkat Sai.
Sir, I'm there.
Yeah, we are almost done. Anyway, you have been a little bit late. No worries. Okay. Can you just quickly tell about yourself or your location? And before that, let me complete this and I will come to you. Just be on mute.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Hi guys. Let's see this and we close for the day. See, for every minute, as on today, I can say very strongly that we are getting data from different sources, like especially everyone is known or familiar with YouTube, right? Familiar with YouTube. Okay, YouTube, I can say one 1,39,000 hours of video or been watching for every
Hi,
minute.
sir. Sorry to disturb you. This is Sandhya.
Yes, Sandhya, please.
As you mentioned that big data had some problem. I mean, on top of Hadoop, you just wrote that, right? Big data is a problem. Using big data, we are able to handle large data and perform, complex data and perform traditional some processing techniques and all. Then where is the problem with the big data?
See, big data, the data to manage or to process, there's a lot of difficulty with the existing data processing techniques, which we have different databases or different other mechanisms to process this data. So to understand the definition or in what way the big data is, its properties, it is a large data which has a complex data, complex, large with different sets of collection. Like we have video files, you have image files, you have XML, the different forms of data we are getting from different sources.
Okay.
And which is difficult to process with existing techniques. With the existing databases, we cannot address. Nowadays, every company, they are trying to add these concepts of big data related processing techniques. They are trying to add, and they are trying to do some configuration changes in the respective database, and they have been delivering this to the market. But at a high level or even to the ground level, I hardly see the existing techniques will address the problems of big data. So everyone is talking about big data, big data. Big data, it is a problem. That's where I look into that. So for that problem, Hadoop is the framework which gives a solution for the problem in terms of processing or in terms of storing and processing of the data. Got it?
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah, did I address your question, please?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Yes, please. Someone is saying something? Okay, okay. So, so in YouTube, I think more than 1 lakh of hours of video is being watching worldwide, I'm saying, for every minute. Similarly, I can say I'm taking some familiar examples which we have day-to-day interaction. WhatsApp. Okay. So I can say 44, okay, 44 million views, I can say, or messages are being processed. This for every minute. Maybe these numbers may increase. Okay. Likewise, Facebook. There, I think more than 3 million. 3 million items are getting shared for every minute. Okay. So likewise, we are getting data from different sources. Similarly, we are getting data from worldwide in different ways. The searches in Google, that's one of the good example I will take. I can say Google searches. There are I can say 23 I mean more than 2 lakhs, I can say 2 million people are being searching for every 1 minute. Okay, so likewise data has been keep increasing, and I can say the emails, okay, emails are also being sending worldwide. I can say emails sending, I can say that approximately 15, or you can say I can say in easily to understand, this many mails are being sent worldwide in a minute. More than I can say 1 crore, I mean more than 10 million mails are being sent in every minute. So likewise LinkedIn, okay, more than 100 plus new accounts were being created every minute. So Netflix videos or photos they are uploading, okay. So all these are the video messages shared. These are various forms of data which was being, keep coming up. So where they has to be stored. There should be a way to address this, right? That's the reason there is a lot of, discussion going across the globe, especially R&D. There's a lot of research going on across on this. So these kind of data need to be, the problems need to be addressed, and the different ways to handle this data. Especially Hadoop is the top in addressing these issues, which has its own framework, which is in distributed nature. So this is what I would like to stop it here, just to have the flavor of big data, and I want to give the background of it. And in the next class, we can discuss about what are the different challenges we have and what are the limitations in various fields, okay, and what are the different aspects, components of big data. Just I would like to discuss on this, okay, and from there we'll take it forward, and we'll see how best it goes. Okay, so slowly we'll do a deep dive, okay, day to day. Okay, so any questions here? Yes, Charan, please ask your questions. Yes, Charan, you can ask your question so that it helps everyone. Yes, please. I think you have a lot of questions. What is the duration of class? Okay, for daily, and how many days you are going to teach in a week? Okay, so this class, it's per day 1 hour. Okay, it may be here and there 10-15 minutes, just for information. It is a, I can say, duration is 40 hours, or it can say 40 to 45 hours. Okay, and it will be per day 1 hour, Monday to Friday. Okay, so you can take the course contents, okay, from the respective training vendor or the respective people who organized this meeting. Okay, I don't want to discuss the course contents here in detail because it takes a lot of time. These course contents you can get it from the, from the respective training provider. Anyway, I will give a outline of the course contents so that it helps us to understand. And next is, may I know that you are going to teach for 7:30 AM batch 2 or another trainer? Okay, so as of now, I take up this batch, okay, and I can take up this batch as well, 7:30, no problem. Literally, I don't have an idea about Hadoop. I hope Hadoop also consists programming, right? Yeah, yeah, there is a programming, definitely. So Hadoop is being developed on the concept of Java programming. So it is not mandatory that Java has to be known for every person. No, Java is an optional. Without Java programming also, many people, they have been learning Hadoop. Okay, there are different ways to process this, programming or processing techniques. There is a concept called MR, map reduce programming, okay, and HDFS. These are the two areas where the Hadoop is being built on. Map reduce is for processing, HDFS is for storage, okay, storage of your data. So to process, to send this a processing technique, the data is been stored in the HDFS. So for that, we can bypass programming, and we can use other Hadoop echo components to do the processing of your data. So those we'll understand in detail in the coming sessions. No worries on that. So programming is an optional. If you know that, that's good. If you don't know also, no need to worry. Okay. So we can we can process the data without directly knowing into the programming, we can use other components like pig, hive, HBase. There are other ways of taking up the data and for the processing. Okay. May I know, will you teach programming along with concepts which helps during job in the industry? Yes. So we talk a MapReduce program, okay, along with concepts. Yes, definitely. Without the concepts, there is no point in teaching the programming. Programming we can learn on yourself. In general, I'm saying, because without the concept, you can learn the syntax of any language. Okay, everywhere you have these concepts. Okay, but understanding the concept is very important and critical, right? What is the duration of the course? Already I answered here, 40-45 hours approximately, Charan. Next, will you share recording video daily? Yes, obviously. Daily recordings will be uploaded in the respect to Google Drive, okay? And those will be, once I share it there, so you will get an email saying that the video has been shared. Just you click that link, you can download the respective videos, okay? And I will type the notes, I mean, whatever the sessions, I will type in the notepad, okay? And some of the images, I can draw it in MS Paint, Microsoft Paint, so that you can see, and all those will be sent to you, okay? This notes, whatever we type it here in the notepad, and the video recordings, okay? All these will be given to you. It is exclusively your property. No doubt about it. Okay. Okay. So, does it answer your question, Charan? Okay. 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 So, this course contents, I can say that we'll talk about MapReduce and HDFS. Okay. We'll see some HDFS commands. Okay, we see about the demos. I'm just giving outline of it. We'll talk about, you want me to type? Yes, that will be more convenient so that you have some flow on this. MapReduce and HDFS. Okay, that's where we'll be talking about. I'm giving outline of that. Okay, MapReduce and HDFS. We'll talk about pig, hive, HBase. Okay, let me type pig, pig, hive, HBase. Okay. Next, we talk about flu, scoop. Okay. Next, we talk about OBIEE. We have zookeeper. OBIEE. We talk about zookeeper. Okay. Next, we have components. Okay. Apart from this, these are echo components. Apart from that, I also talk about Spark. Okay. Spark, Scala, and we talk about the TABLEAU as well. Okay, so here total it includes around 40-45 hours. Maybe here and there will be, plus or minus. Just I'm giving an outline of it. Definitely it will go a little bit more, but we'll talk about the latest concepts as well. Spark, TABLEAU, Scala. Okay, because many people are been asking me quite long time. So past 4 batches we are discussing on this as well, Spark, Scala, TABLEAU. Okay, so these are the course contents at a high level. You can take all the details of the respective course from the training provider. Yeah, for every module, I mean, we have some use cases. Okay, we'll see how we can able to do those use cases. Okay, that will help definitely. Okay, we'll take some use cases on HDFS, MapReduce. Yeah, definitely on pig scripts. Hive, okay, HBase, Flume, all that we'll talk, okay, even Scoop, okay. So that's what your question, right, Aditya? Yeah, definitely. We are working on that use cases. That itself is a case study, okay. No worries on that. Okay, we talk whatever the real time it is there. That we'll talk on that. No worries. Okay, everything will be there. All the detailed you can course contents you can take from the respective training provider. I'm giving it a high level the course topics anyway because I don't want to go into details. Already it is being given to training provider. They will share with you. But these are the echo components for sure. We are talking about, okay, and we also talking about Spark, Scala, and TABLEAU. Okay. So Spark, Scala, and TABLEAU because these are the latest, concepts which many people were been asking, so we have included that as well. Any questions? Okay, and yeah, I think someone is asking. Yes, please. Any questions before we close for the day? Any questions, please? Any questions? Any clarifications? Any doubts in any subject or anything? In terms of training or classes or duration, whatever it might be. Already I believe I addressed all the questions, but even then if you have anything, you can always ask me. Aditya, you have any questions, please type in the chat. Okay, Aditya says he is good. Amlan, you have any questions, any doubts, any clarifications? We came to end for the session. Amlan, Charan, Rajesh, Ram, Sandhya, Venkat Sai. Venkat Sai, I will talk to you. Just hold on. Any questions? Amlan, you can type in the chat. No problem. Charan.
Sandhya.
Yes, Sandhya, please.
Yeah, 7:30 p.m. session is continuation to this demo class, or that is different demo class?
Which one? Sorry?
Yeah.
Sorry? I didn't get you.
Yeah, 7:30 p.m. one more class is there. That is continuation to this demo class, or that is different
that's
demo
a
class?
demo. Yeah. The same will be discussed there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because we are conducting multiple demos, right? So evening 7:30 also same demo class.
Okay.
Because there are different set of audience, so we planned morning and evening 2 demos, Indian times. So that's the reason this is one time and the other one. Okay, I think Charan is asking a question. Could you tell what are the softwares required? Okay. See, the softwares, once I get confirmation from the respective training provider, I upload the respective software. Okay, just you need to download this from the Google Drive. I upload in the Google Drive, which is more than 7 GB. Okay, it includes your OS and Hadoop install. Everything was done. Just you need to download and you just practice those. Okay, commands which we discuss in the class. And apart from this, you have to download the virtual box. I mean, that's a free. You can download. It's free of cost. Okay, everything will be discussed in detail. No worries. That the virtual box, I mean the virtualware software that you can download. That's a free of cost. It's very simple installation. Anyway, I will tell that how to install that. Anyway, that's everywhere. If you have to click next button once you download that software. Very simple. Just it will take hardly not more than 5 minutes. Hardly it will take 3 to 5 minutes. Okay. And remaining software I will give to you. No worries on that. Yeah, there's a good job. So I was asking job offers on Hadoop. Yeah, there are good prospects for Hadoop nowadays. Past 4 years, there is always a demand, and moreover, the demand is more, the supply is less. Okay, so that's the reason across the globe there are multiple positions for in different domains in different countries, especially for Hadoop, especially in terms of Hadoop and the analytics part. Okay, so Spark comes under analytics part. So analytics, there's advanced way of doing programming, MapReduce programs, and advanced to this is Spark. Okay, so in the analytics part, yeah, there's a lot of demand, and data analytics or predictive analytics or big data analytics. These are all mean the same. Okay, doing analysis of processing your data. So there is always a demand. For next, I can say for 18 to 20 years there is a good demand, especially for big data technologies. No doubt about it. Okay. Not only here, across the globe, there are plenty of openings. Only thing is that you should understand whatever I teach, just be thorough in the concept. That's enough. Okay. Okay. I can give you the knowledge of up to 2 to 3 years of person who's having able to do that job. That is for sure. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you can take care of that. No issues on that. Okay. So if you have any more questions, you can just talk to the respective training provider in terms of other operational questions you have. Just you talk to them, and anything technical or any other things, just please let me know if you have any question. Sandhya, did I answer your question, please? Oh, she said thank you. Okay, thank you, sir. Yeah, I think everyone, I think they have no questions. Aditya, Amlan, Charan, Rajesh, Ram, Sandhya. Okay. Yeah, before we close, just I would like to know about Venkat Sai. Can you tell me about yourself? I think it was quite a long time. We should close this.
Good morning to each and everyone regarding the timing zones. My name is Venkat Sai Peram. I completed my master's in Silicon Valley University.
Okay.
I'm taking this course to develop my ecosystem knowledge like Pig, Hive, HBase, Flume. I already work with MapReduce, HDFS, Pig and Hive. I want to get a job in Hadoop, so that's why I'm taking this training.
Okay. How many years of experience you have, Venkat Sai? Previously, you had any experience?
I don't have any experience, sir. I'm a fresher.
Okay. Because you are already aware of MapReduce program. I thought you were somewhere.
Yeah. I have knowledge on MapReduce and HDFS. I also work with Pig and Hive. I have a good knowledge on Core Java too.
Okay. Good to know.
Sorry, I didn't tell. I mean, where I'm from. I'm from Illinois.
Okay. Good. Thanks for introduction. Already I gave my introduction to all this audience. So just I will quickly tell about myself. My total experience is 18 years, Venkat Sai. I'm Sham. I'm a Hadoop online trainer. I'm working for one of the top companies in the world in terms of big data architect. Okay. And I did my MC and MTech, and I'm doing my PhD in computer science in databases with big data security. And I worked in different companies like IBM, Bank of America, Citibank, Amerisource Corporation, GE, Center of Excellence, likewise many companies. And already I submit my research papers in IBM, Bank of America, and Canada-based company. And last year, November, I submitted in UK in an international journal, which my paper got accepted. And 1.5 years of time from now, I'm planning to publish a couple of research papers, which will help me to get my PhD at the earliest. So I'm working towards that. Once that completes my 2 papers, next 1.5 years, I get my doctorate, PhD. Okay. And apart from this, I'm a chief mentor for all the PG and UG students quite some time back, and also an external informal newsletter for MTech MS students for a couple of universities in India. So this is my overall profile, and my online I'm teaching past 10.5 to 11 years. I'm giving online trainings in different technologies, and past 3 years, 2.5 to 3 years, I'm giving online training in Hadoop. Okay, so this is my overall qualification and experience. You got it? So I didn't register in any university. Okay, because if I register, I have to be very formal, because I keep traveling in India, in Delhi, Pune, Bombay, because I give presentations in various locations of my seminars. So because of my office work, I keep traveling, so I didn't register, but I'm making everything ready, my PhD thesis, so that I can submit anywhere in the world, any university or institute. Okay, already many universities are been, they are looking for my PhD thesis to be submitted in their university or institute. Let us see how best it goes. Okay, that's good, no problem. So that's what my introduction. Quickly, Venkat Sai.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I believe you missed some of the concepts here.
Yes, I know that.
So we talked about data. Quickly, I will just rewind. We talked about data, what is data, and we discussed about the information and types of data, structured and unstructured, what is information. Okay, and we discussed on what is database management system, what is database, disadvantages of DBMS, and Dr. Codd's rules of RDBMS. So because of these disadvantages in DBMS, we came up with RDBMS. Okay, which these 12 rules. Out of 12 rules, at least 6 rules it should satisfy, then we call it as an RDBMS. These are the commercial databases we have, which will not able to address the current problem of big data. So for that, it is addressing only 10 to 15% of structured data, and 85-90% we have semi-structured or unstructured data. So which Hadoop is going to address all these issues in terms of, it's a distributed architecture with parallel processing. Okay, so what is big data? Just at a high level, I've mentioned some properties: large data, complex data sets collection, and difficult to process with existing data processing techniques. Okay, that's what we define as big data. Okay, next, for every 1 minute from different sources, the data is getting generated. Apart from this, YouTube, WhatsApp, Facebook, Google searches, or email sending, and from different sources like sensors, your mobile phones, etc. And these are the concepts that we are going to cover. Anyway, you will get the course details from the respective training provider, no issues. And apart from this, we are talking about Spark and Scala, TABLEAU, etc. Okay, this is what we discussed at a high level. Is it clear, Venkat Sai?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I believe we should close for the day. I think it was taking very long time. Anyway, thank you all. If you don't have any questions, we can close for the day. Thank you, Aditya. Thank you, Amlan. Thank you, Charan, Rajesh, Ram. Thank you, Sandhya. Thank you, Venkat Sai. Thank you, one and all. Nice meeting you at this point of time. Hope to see you all in the regular class. Thank you, one and all. If you have any more questions, just you can discuss with the respective training provider. Have a great day. Thank you. Thank you very much.